Hey guys, today I'm going to go over some common enemies that you'll encounter fairly often in PSO2. The purpose of this video is to show you some of their weak points and some of their basic mechanics, so hopefully you can kill them a little bit faster and speed up your farming. Okay, so for this first guy, his shoes, the gem on his waist, and his horn are going to be his breakpoints. He does one attack where he rains ice crystals down on the party. You can stop this attack by destroying the gem on his waist. He'll do a couple different slashing attacks that'll end with him frozen in ice. You can climb this ice and go and attack his head that becomes vulnerable once he's frozen. He'll also kneel at a certain point, and you can also attack his head then. So this next guy is a bit of a new addition to the global servers. You fight him at the end of some of the Divide quests, and you also fight him in the new Urgent quest with Shiva. He has two different modes, his attack mode and his defense mode. When he's in his attack mode, you'll want to fight the red jewel on his front. You can tell he's in attack mode because the armor from his front legs will be raised up, and they'll kind of look like two little metal spider legs almost. After he's been in attack mode for a little while, he'll use an ability where these little red zones appear around you, and they have a safe zone in the middle. To survive this ability, you have to stay in the safe zone when the attack goes off, or you can just walk completely out of the area of effect. After this is done, he'll go into defense mode. The armor will come back down over his front legs, and you have to switch to attacking the little white jewel found on his backside. After you break this jewel, he'll be stunned for a minute, and then he'll switch back into attack mode, and you can continue attacking the jewel on his front. Most of his other attacks are just damage effects that he'll place around on the floor, and you just have to be sure to move out of them in time. So for this guy, any of the red cores on his body are going to be a weak spot. You can break the cannons on his back to expose a couple more weak spots. The core on his chest is only exposed when he's been knocked down onto the ground. You can knock him onto the ground yourself by breaking his legs. He does a lot of different spin attacks, so just be careful not to get flattened. This big ugly bug has a giant red weak spot that's usually hidden under the ground. You can break all these little tentacle things around him, and it'll cause him to be stunned for a minute, exposing the weak spot, and then you can just burn him down. For this last guy, pretty much all of his parts can be broken. He'll throw his little rings out, and if you break both of them, it'll stun him momentarily. After he's stunned, he'll open up his weak spot, which is located just below where he folds his arms. Both him and his rings will spawn little red tornadoes around the room. He'll open his arms while holding the rings, and a little red beam will come out of each ring. He'll continue to close his arms until the beam meets in the middle of the room. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and learned a little something from it. I'm considering turning this into a series, so if you have any enemies that you've struggled to fight, let me know in the comments and I'll possibly include them in a future video. Now get out there and kill some baddies.